A few months ago, we reviewed this little donkey here. It's the Telesin Bluetooth Floating Grip. It's an accessory that's great for the beach or the pool, and it lets you control your camera while you're swimming underwater via Bluetooth. And you guys had a lot of questions, which is great. And in this video, we are gonna answer them for you. Hey, welcome to the channel and welcome to my bathroom. Here on this channel, we do reviews on action cameras and mounts and accessories with tips and tutorials. And if that sounds like something that might float your boat, hey, why not hit that like button and the subscribe one to stay up to date on all the cool stuff that happens in the amazing world of action cameras. All right, so I've got a question here from GOPRO69, and his question was, can you use quick capture while using the Telesin floating stick? Well, let's give you a bit of a look. So right now what I've done, I've got the GoPro Hero 12 and I've actually paired it up to the Telesin floating stick. So as you can see, I can change the modes here. If I press that button there, it's changing the modes. Now, what I can do is if I say turn the power off and I say dig my fingernail into this, it's going to shut it down. Okay, so that's powered off the floating stick and it's powered off the camera. And then if I press down again and hold it for about 4 seconds, you can see right now it's actually turned on the camera. Now it doesn't start recording straight away. You still have to press that big red button to start it to record. Okay, so it doesn't do like a quick capture in the traditional sense, but that's definitely a way that you can turn your camera on and start recording in no time using the Telesin floating. A great question from Valerie, and he was asking, can you connect a Hero 9 to the Telesin floating stick? And the answer is yes. So first of all, you want to make sure you turn on the floating stick by holding your finger down on that power button. And then on your GoPro Hero 9, you want to swipe down from the rear screen, you want to swipe left, and we're going to look at where it says connections, okay? So we're going to go into that connections menu, tap on here. Now, we want to make sure the top option, wireless connections, is turned on, okay? So that's just how the menu is there for the wireless connections. Make sure it's turned on, and we're going to bounce back out. Now, the second option there says connect device. So we're going to tap on connect device. So once we do that, we have 3 options, and the bottom one says Volta for the GoPro Volta. So we want to make sure we tap on that one. So we'll tap on the Volta, and as you can see, it tells you that connection is successful. So once we've done that, if we press the record button, it's going to start to record your video, which is pretty cool. Press that record button again to stop, of course. And if you want to change the mode, all you need to do is press that M button. So that will change it to photo mode and onto time warp or time lapse as well. So great question. Thanks for that question. All right, so our next question about the Telesin floating stick is from MH Denigan number 7. Great number, I love that number 7. And MH was asking the question, can you change modes underwater using the Telesin floating stick? And of course you can. We're going to show you right now. Here is a Telesin floating stick. It's definitely under the water. Now if I press this M button down here, you will see how it's actually changing modes. So right now it's in photo mode. Press it again, it's in time warp mode or time lapse mode. Press it again and it's gone back to video mode. So all that's happened while this is under the water. So I press the red button here and it's just started to record. Press it again to stop it. Actually, MH had a second question as well, and his question was, can you use a protective case, like an underwater waterproof housing, if you have that around your camera? Is the Telesin floating stick still going to work? Well, right now we have the Telesin protective case for diving. This is a great little option, means you can dive down to 60 meters. Right, so we've got the Hero 12 that we used back before, and as you can see, it's in a protective casing. And once again, if I press that mode button, it will change the mode. And if I want to record, I'm just going to press that record button and it'll start recording with the protective case, and press it again, that'll stop it. So there you go. Hope that's answered your 2 questions today. Thanks for asking those, MH Denigan number 7. I had a great comment from Brian Gunderson. First of all, Brian said that he wanted to see this work under the water, wanted to see it was fully functional under the water, and we kind of showed you that a little bit earlier on in the video. And then Brian had a second comment where he says, Bluetooth doesn't work underwater. Well, Brian, you're right, but you're also a little bit wrong as well. You see, Bluetooth is a form of communication which uses radio frequency, and Bluetooth uses a frequency of 2.4 gigahertz. Now, this isn't a low power form of frequency or a low power form of transmission between devices, and on ground or outside the water you can transmit via Bluetooth for around about 10 meters or 30 feet. But once you put a device with Bluetooth under the water, the greatest distance it's ever going to travel is around about 4 inches or 10 centimeters. And that's because water absorbs radio frequency, and that has a massive impact on the distance that you can transmit the radio frequency with a Bluetooth device. Now, if you have a look here at the Telesin floating stick, the distance between the shutter and where the camera is around about 4 inches or 10 centimeters. And that's the reason why this device, the Telesin floating stick, will work with your GoPro Hero under the water. Thanks for your question, Brian. Hope that answers it. If you have any more questions, hit me up in the comments section down below. Always happy to help you guys get the most out of your action cameras like the GoPro Hero. Hey, if you like what you see with a Telesin floating remote with Bluetooth capability, well, what you want to do is go to telesinstore.com, and if you go through the checkout and buy any Telesin product and you put in my code ADVENTURETIM10, that's all one word, you will save 10% off your order, which is a great deal. Another awesome product from Telesin is called the Telesin Dome Port. And that's something you can use to get awesome footage when you're at the beach. It's also great if you want to, say, get footage where you're filming something above and beneath the water without any distortion. And to learn more, you want to click on this video now.